Auckland International Airport. I just arrived here from Natty and I just bought my AT card, and there's a daily cap of $20 to use the transport system. So I'm heading to the train in order to go to CBD, which is the downtown area where I'm staying. And this is the metro station, or the hub for the metro station. Shuttle that takes you to the metro. Hello friends, here in Aotea Square, Auckland. Up there you can see the tower, Auckland Tower, and behind me is the town hall, the old town hall here in Auckland. I've been walking a little bit in the afternoon through the main avenues, especially the harbor, and I finished my walking tour here in this square, and I'm looking for something to eat now. Probably some dumplings or dim sums. I heard they're very good here in New Zealand and Australia, so I'm looking for that. You can see the buses there. Typical two-story buses like in London. They are blue here, and the system is called AT. I just got the card today. The card gives you a maximum cap of $50 per week. So if you spend anything on top of $50, there's no charge. So it's $50 for the whole week. I'm going to stay here 4 days, so it's kind of good because that cap counts also the train from the airport. So that's good. We're going to go to the Albert Park first, probably, or maybe I'm going to eat something first. Well, here you can see the Civic Theater. Very old building. So this is Logan Street, where Bao and Noodles is a restaurant. I heard they have good noodles and dim sums there, so that's where I'm heading now. Okay, we got it here, Bao and Noodle. Seems to be a good place to try dim sums. 6 pieces for 14.5, slightly cheaper than Canada. Yes, for one. Waiting for the dim sum that I ordered. Okay, so we're in the pedestrian part of Queen Street. There's a lot of scooters to rent here. Lime is the prevalent company that gives that service of scooters. I see many people driving them. And over here you can see the train station, the main train station. Central. Waitemata, which is the Maori word for central station, I guess. This is a huge building, beautiful. Probably the Victorian era. See the scooters here that you can rent anytime in Auckland. This is an impressive building. Ferry building. Well, this is the gate for the harbor. Reminds me of London a little bit. And this is another entrance for, I guess, the ferry system. It takes you to another islands. There's many islands surrounding Auckland, and there's a lot of services that takes you to another island. I don't know how much it costs, probably. I don't know if it's part of the AT card. Yeah. Good morning, friends. Day 2 in Auckland. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm heading to the Mount Eden summit. As you know, Auckland is surrounded by many volcanoes, or former volcanoes. So one of them is Mount Eden over there. There are impressive views of the city from there. So hopefully I'm going to take good pictures. Okay, so we're in the entrance of the Mount Gauhau, Mount Eden. So we're up here, and this is the bowl of or crater of a volcano. So we just have to walk up that road. Mount Oahu was historically one of the largest and most elaborate Maori pa in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and was home to thousands of people. Apparently it is some sacred place for the Maoris. Just check it out. This is an outstanding view of Auckland with the crater. On this side, you can see the Forel neighborhood. There's another mountain over there. Spectacular views of the city. So probably I'm gonna head to I think it's Putonsby. I don't remember the name of the neighborhood, but that's my next stop. Okay, waiting for the bus that will take us to Ponsonby. I'm sorry I didn't say it well before. Ponsonby is the next neighborhood. You can see the bus station, always clean. Yeah, New Zealand is very well known because the environmental approach they have, they protect the environment a lot, so there's a lot of regulations for that. Okay, we're in the center of Ponsonby. This is a replica of the 3 lamps. So this area was known because of these kind of particular lamps that existed for many years. And And this is the old post office. So this is like the main area of Ponsonby. Ponsonby Road is over here. So I'm gonna continue to walk along Ponsonby Road. For every place you know exactly where you are because of the tower. So you don't get lost. You know exactly where you are. We're at Renal Street with the Auckland Tower. Renal Street, it's very similar to some of the streets that you can see in San Francisco, like Lombard Street. St. John's Church. We're still in Ponsonby Road. I bumped with the Anglican Church in the 18th century. I found this building called Ondine. It's called Ondine as Italianesque style, and the Bremer building. This is Ponsonby Road, and from here we're gonna go to Purell Street. Well, Purell, which is another neighborhood. I have to cross the street and take our bus over there. We are in Purell area in Auckland. This is the Kinder House. It's one of the oldest houses in Auckland. It belonged to Reverend John Kinder. It says headmaster of the Church of England Grammar School. The first occupant of this house from 1857. This is one of the oldest houses in Auckland, and we're gonna see another cottage down that way, which is Eyre Street, which I think is the oldest of all. Yeah, you have a gallery to go in there. I'm just gonna go to the cottage first. Alright, this is the Wellmead Cottage. This is the oldest house built in Auckland in 1860 something. As a note, well, they used some of the rooms of this house to film The Piano in 1993, one of the movies that got an Oscar that year. The entrance is on this side. Open Sundays only. Well, that's the cottage. Now, Purnell is the oldest neighborhood in Auckland. It was built by the first settlers here around the mid-19th century. Most of them Anglicans. That's why you see first churches built here, Anglicans, as well as houses built in Gothic style or medieval British style. Like the first house that I show you. For example, here you have the Holy Trinity Cathedral, Anglican, and you will see the style of the houses made by the first settlers in this part of the world. Okay, this is a better look of the front of the church, Holy Trinity Church, built in 1886. And this is the new, of course, the new cathedral, modern. They just left the old one intact. Well, this is the house of George Selwyn, the first bishop of Auckland. It was made in Gothic Revival style, and it was built in 1861. The old deanery here, another Anglican house, and in front you see the Nelligan house. You see new buildings over here like this penthouse built in front of those old churches and houses. Okay, this is the Scarborough Dominion. Okay, I had to step down that hill over there from the street, from Scarborough Street, to come here to the Scarborough Dominion, which is like a little park in the shape of a crater or something. Houses again, very old, renovated. Good morning, this is my third day in Auckland. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm right now in K Road, the famous K Road here in Auckland. This is Melrose Street, and Newmarket starts over here. Albert Park. Queen Victoria. We're here in Richardson Road, the south part of Auckland, just to try out the famous Mooses pies. This is a very well-known place where you can try meat pies. Okay, there was no steak and cheese. They gave gave me something with bacon and cheese, but it's called HP Turn. I don't know. Well, it has cheese anyway. Well, it has definitely cheese. Oh, it's very crispy. Oh. It's called HP Turn, and yeah, very good. Okay, we're gonna visit the supermarket. It's called Woolworth, and I'll show you the prices here in New Zealand for products. So the eggs, $12 for a box of 12, so it's $1 per egg. Wow. The wine, $12.80, $17.50, $12.80, $20. All around. It's not so expensive. I was looking for probably coffee or something like that. $8.50 for roll paper. $3.50 or $2.90 for floor. Desserts here. M&M's, $7.89. $5. Okay, my final moments in Auckland. I'm heading to Sydney tonight, so I have all my backpacking here and my camera. I really thank you for watching this video. I suppose it's gonna be a long video, so I'm going to see all of you next time in Sydney, Australia. Cheers. Take care.